I'm Joshua Potts, Mr. Pottsville, always with the brother with the same mother, Aaron Potts, Super Hot Potts, and you're watching and listening to the Two Black Runners podcast presented by the Running Report every single
Two Black Tuesday. What's good, baby? We are back. Season 2 of the Two Black Runners podcast, baby.
We back. We made it.
Back.
We made it, bro.
Let's go.
I bet some of y'all thought we weren't coming back, but we here. We
Yes,
back.
sir.
We back in the studio. We in person, at least for this one.
Hey.
Aaron came down, had some festivities with the family, bro, and it's good to be back here on the Two Black Runners podcast. It's low key. We gotta get used to doing this every single week. Get back into the grind. And I think there's gonna be a lot of big things coming. There's obviously a lot of track news out here, but I think also like we want to give you guys a different feel this season. And one of those things, I'm just gonna get into this right now. Loki, we're gonna go to what we went through a little bit and talk about where we've been. But also one thing we want to bring through to this season, we want to interview more athletes as well, but we want to bring people outside of the track world and start interviewing that type of space too. And I think that can be interesting if we can land guests like that. But trying to bring more of these episodes for the real runs where you get to see just the perspective of two black runners and bringing people that are not really specifically in the track and field game to the track and field game and try and talk about that and just learn about the sport, stuff like that.
Yeah, end of the day, like, we're just two black runners out here. You know what I mean? And anybody, we're not going to limit ourselves or box ourselves. There's so many different types of people that we can bring to the interview and get some perspective in the running world, social justice, and so many things. But we really want to keep in touch with you guys and, you know, get this started with the real ones. Like, I love those episodes where we get to just sit down and talk track. And fortunately, you know, when we started this, it was in COVID. It was in COVID, and there wasn't much going on. Every once in a while, there would be a track meet. But for the most part, we just did athlete interviews because there was nothing to talk about, you know, in terms of the track world. Now, NCAA's just came. The Olympic trials are coming next week. Olympics are coming. And then there's some track meets in July, some more Diamond League meets. So we're going to have plenty to talk about, not just with, we'll still have guests, but we're just going to have plenty to talk about. And I'm excited for this season, you know, to keep it going and just see how the show develops, to be honest.
Are we doing 52 straight?
We'll see. We'll see. Stay tuned.
All I have to say to that, bro, make sure you guys follow us on Instagram at Two Black Runners and like keep up with us on there because we're going to be posting like behind the scenes things. I want to start doing just more fun stuff on the story and with the post there on the Two Black Runners Instagram and also at the Running Report at _Running Report _ and just keep up everything there and you'll be like updated whenever we drop a podcast or a new podcast coming out because there's honestly like definitely this summer for sure there's going to be more and more content, so you're going to want to keep up with everything and we'll be listed all down below in the description wherever you're listening to this and make sure you keep up. But before we get into the NCAA news, like bro, like a lot of stuff happened while we were gone. We're how long were we going? Like 2-3 months? Like Aaron almost died, bro.
Yeah, we didn't we really didn't expect to be out that long,
For
but
real.
you know, there's always going to be bumps along the road and a lot of things that, you know, you can't really plan for, and we still have so much going on, and we're still in the early stages of what this podcast is and what it can be.
Yeah, most definitely.
So there's some delays, there's some setbacks, you know. Some of you know, I know the real ones, most of y'all listening, y'all know Joshua's appendix ruptured.
Crazy.
And this man was not right. He's doing a lot better right now. I'll just say that. He's doing a lot better.
I had to get a drain in my stomach for like 10 days. No, more than 10 days, like 15. I don't even know, for a long time. I was in the hospital. No, for 10 days. I was in the hospital for 10 days. And then I had to drain, something like that. It was wild. Like, I really could have died, to be honest. Like, kind of lucky, but hey, it happens. We got through it, got through the other side. And then we were just been busy. We were able to go out to Kansas City, which was a real honor, and like commentate the trials of miles, Kansas City qualifier, which was a once in a lifetime experience. Like, if you guys haven't checked out our vlog on that on YouTube,
that was fire.
Go ahead, check that out. You get to see that whole experience and just how grateful we were to just have that opportunity, and I hope we get more opportunities like that in the future.
And I think we will. I mean, we just got another opportunity too. Shout out to Sidious Mag. They put together this entire program for all of these new content creators. I mean, to our listeners here, I feel like everyone listening right now, y'all real ones. And a lot of y'all been following our journey, and you've seen the rise of these YouTube meets. You've seen the rise of running podcasts, and seeing people like Colin Quigley, like now she's running for Lululemon.
Yeah.
Allison Felix running for Athleta. So there's been a lot of changes in the running world, and I'm just glad we get to be a part of this. But with this program, we're going to be taken to the Prefontaine Classic in August. So expect another cool vlog from there. I don't know exactly what we'll be doing there, but I'm sure it's going to be dope. And we're about to up our game. We're about to be meeting with people like Lewis Johnson, like Jeff Dingate, and some other big names. And we're going to learn from the greats, and we're going to apply that here to the running report. So just continue to expect big things. Also, shout out, to the people watching on YouTube. Whoa, this camera throwing me off. To the people watching on YouTube, we got shirts. We got shirts. We going to drop soon. Just waiting for the right time, but we're going to make that announcement soon, too.
Yeah, big shout out to Chris Chavez, man, for helping us, for telling us about and like putting on together the Magic Boost, and shout out to Hayward Magic as well. It's definitely going to be dope to it's going to be a dope learning experience, and really excited. I'm just excited to get started learning, to be honest, and be able to apply that here onto the running report, here on Two Black Runners, and just give you guys the best content and keep on trying to push the sport forward as much as we can. Like, this is really going to be, it's going to be an exciting time, bro. It's going to be an exciting time.
Yeah, and after this, let's get into the pod. But I just wanted to say, too, like, Joshua, you said the whole thing was we're going to go 52 weeks straight, and we're going to see how the people feel about us. And, I think we got a great response from the people, man. At the end of this show, at the end of the day, this show is for the people. It's for the athletes. It's to continue to push the culture forward, the culture of running, the culture of Black people within the sport. And I feel like we've been doing those things, and we got a lot of work to do. We're not there yet, but progress, bro. And I'm proud of what we've done so far.
Me too. I'm definitely proud. I'm excited where we're gonna go next. But one person that we just found out where they're gonna go next here. We're filming this on Sunday, but this is breaking news to us, bro. Fred Curley is not running the 400 at the Olympic trials. The 2019 U.S. champion in the 400 is not going to try and go to the 400 in the Olympics. That's number 4 all time in the event.
Wow. But you put it like that.
I'm pretty sure number 4.
He's up there.
He's
4
like
or 5, something
4,
like
6,
that.
5. I don't know. I don't got it.
He top 10. He top 10.
He top 10. And he's going to run the 1 and the 2. Bro, what's your thoughts?
Dude, I'm honestly speechless when I saw that. It really shakes up the 200, because in the 200 we have Noah Lyles. Y'all know Noah Lyles doing this thing. He's expected to get gold this year. That's what we're putting that pressure on him to get gold. But then you got Kenny Benerdek. I'm sorry if I'm butchering your name, but this dude been going off the whole year as well. Number two in the world, and now we have Fred Curley entering the conversation. So what does this mean for Terrence Laird? All of you that just watched NCAA's, the world leader currently right now in the 200 with a 19.84, I believe.
8-1.
8-1? Shoot. 8-1. Put respect on it.
For real.
But what does that mean for him? He's coming off NCAA's into the trials. I know he's ran fast, but you always know it's different at the pro level. So what is Fred Curley going to be able to run in the 2? He hasn't ran under 20 this year, I believe, but we know what type of strength he has from the 400. We know what type of speed he has because he ran like 991 in the 100. Yeah. So this really shakes up that event, and the 200 is now open. We're about to go into our takeaways, and one of them is Randolph Ross just ran 43.8. So now the top 3 in the U.S. right now is Michael Norman, Randolph Ross, and then Noah Williams. So Michael Norman could be in college. This could be an all-college team.
All these guys are young. Bro.
It's crazy.
I think with Fred Curley, he's number 3 right now in the 100. He's number 23 in the 200 in the world. His PR is 20.24. That's what he ran this year. So, like, his PR in the 100 is 991. I know he was looking real speedy at the beginning of the season. And to be honest, I don't know if this was, I can't say if this was the wrong decision or right decision for his man, because at the end of the day, he knows his body the best, and he thinks that this is going to give him the best opportunity to get there. And if you guys listen to us, like, we believe Fred Curley's a dog. Yeah. I believe Fred Curley's a dog, and he's willing to go out his way to go get it. But I just think it's really going to be, it makes it tough. It makes it tough, and it makes everything more interesting, and it makes it more exciting for me to have to watch, like, all these rounds, because he hasn't ran a 1 or a 2 in a minute, in a real long time. So it's going to be interesting, like, once we get there. But I definitely more things are going to be developing into next week. We're going to do our Olympic trials picks next week too. You're going to see those onto the Instagram. We're going to have more talk on that as well. But you ready to get into these NCAA takeaways? You got one more thing on Fred Curley?
No, let's get into it. Fred Curley is a competitor at the end of the day, and he's gonna go out there and compete with the best. He ain't scared of nobody. So don't be trying to think. I don't want to hear no Fred Curley slander like, oh, he don't want the smoke in the 4. He's moving to the 2, which with the end of 1, which is gonna be very hard to qualify in. So stop with the no smoke type of stuff.
Most definitely. He wants the smoke. He wants the smoke. Phase 19. That's what he said. Phase 19. He ready. But also, who else was ready were the collegiates, bro. The collegiates, NCAAs were crazy. This 4-day meet all the way across the board, from the hammer throw to the javelin to the 100 to the 200 to the 4x4. We saw collegiate records go down. We saw some world leads. We saw some of the best performances, best racing of the year from the men and women in college and NCAAs. It was a great meet to watch on ESPN, but we're going to come away with our 3 biggest takeaways. Our first takeaway, bro, is that the NCAA men's distance are, like, they're built different, bro. I really feel like in the past couple years, but especially, like, since COVID, all these dudes must have been, like, hibernating or something, because now these guys are really performing on, like, a world stage. Cooper Tier running 13:12. Now, I know Jacob just ran, like, 12 whatever, you know, but we don't have to talk about that. But for guys in the U.S. doing this, 13:12, and having Luis right behind them, like, it doesn't just happen like that every single year. Then even in the 15 as well, with COHAWKER and Yard Nuguse and Waleed Suleiman, like, people are really thinking that, like, all Yard Nuguse and COHAWKER especially could be the guys that make the Olympic team and are the people representing America. And, like, honestly, I would have not thought that in 2019. It's just so crazy how the tides have turned.
Bro, it is definitely insane on the men's side how fast these dudes are running. Like, COHAWKER ran 3:35. Not to mention there's a high schooler ran 3:34, but he ran 3:35 and came back and ran 13:18. I'm looking at it right now. 13:18 ranks him number 6 in the U.S. For COHAWKER running 13:12, he's 4th in the U.S. right now, bro. And let's not even go like the 10K. The 10K, there was about 10 guys under 28 minutes.
That's wild, man.
That's insane. That's the fastest 10K to memory on the college level. And I don't know what it is, but the college boys are running like professional men right now. And the times have just continued to drop. And I think it's just going to mean a very exciting Olympics. I mean, definitely in that 1500, it's hard to really say who's going to take it. I think there's just so many guys. We just saw at Stumptown in Portland, there were so many guys that ran that Olympic 3:34 to 3:36 time. So now we see COHAWKER doing his thing. We'll get to that, which is my next take. We're going to my take. My first take is COHAWKER really is the real deal. Now, you know me. I've been a big COHAWKER fan. I once said COHAWKER was the favorite for the Olympic trials.
That was horrible.
I said he was the favorite, and people were like, "Yo, you stupid. That's a crazy take." But even this, it was a little out there. I'll say that. But think about this. He ran a 3:35. He ran a 3:35 in a championship tactical race. It wasn't. Yes, they ran fast, but it wasn't out from the gun from the get-go. And he made the correct moves, and he closed in a 1:48. Now, these Olympic trials, I don't see somebody running 3:30. I know Centro is in great shape, and he's good. But the only person I've actually seen outkick COHAWKER is Centro, the Olympic champion. That's the only person I've ever seen outkick this man, bruh.
True.
So when it comes down to that race, he is just as good as Centro. I'm telling you, with the kick at the end, if it comes down, if he's there, he's good enough to beat a lot of these guys and make the team. He is a real threat.
There's no one denying that, bro. COHAWKER is his kick. I really feel like if he's in position, 100 meters to go, 1500 meter final, he's making the team. Like, honestly, I don't care how fast.
Wow, that's a bold statement, though. That's a bold statement.
If he's in position, if he's slingshotting, 150 meters to go, 100 meters to go, I'm like, oh, he's in the bag. He's making top 3. I don't see 3 other people beating him if he's in position, last 100 meters to go, and he's making top 3. I don't deny that. And another thing I couldn't deny was my second biggest takeaway, and that's the fact, bro, like, I'm really gonna miss LSU's social media team, bro.
Right.
Like, I don't know, for me,
miss the whole squad.
This year, bro, LSU made, like, social media tracks so lit. Like,
they did,
I'm telling you.
They did.
Look back at their posts, bro. Like, dude, did you see the thing? LSU at the indoor championships when they got second places, one of the guys came up to the camera and he was like, we gonna have to go to Oregon in the outdoor season and we gonna win. We gonna go to their house and we gonna win. And then he did the same thing when he was at Oregon's house, and they were gritting over the field and everything. Like, bro, like, this team that LSU had was so great. They had 6 individual wins, including in the 4x1 as well. Like, they were Javon Harrison, Terrence Laird, Squirrel, bro, like Sean Burrell. Like, these dudes really put on a show, and I'm gonna miss LSU till next season.
I really love their team. I love the energy that they bring into every meet. Like, everyone on their team, from the men's side to the women's side, they dogs, bro.
Yeah.
Like, they don't play. And the women, they didn't end up winning this year, but bro, the women's team is just as good. Unfortunately, Tonia Marshall, she got hurt in the 110s or something, and she couldn't race. But on both sides, you know, they really bring that energy. And, you know, Sha'Carri Richardson, she was just on the team. Mondo Duplantis, he could be on the team still. So they breed in dogs. They breed in beasts, world champions. Aaliyah Hobbs. We didn't even talk about Aaliyah Hobbs. She went to LSU. So
every year
they breed dogs. But my next takeaway is North Carolina A&T is the real deal. Like, I was super hyped on LSU this whole year, and I've been sleeping on North Carolina A&T, the HBCU that took 3rd. They took 3rd on the men's side, 4th on the women's side.
That's crazy.
And you could not miss them. They were like in every single sprint event, bruh. Yeah. Like, the 4x1 on the men's, I believe they took 3rd. On the women's, they took 4th. They won the 4x4, and then they had their individual guys killing it. Randolph Ross runs a world lead, 43.87, and now Curley's out. This is Michael Norman's biggest challenger. This is Michael Norman's biggest challenger right now. So it's crazy to see them doing all these amazing things. But then we can't forget about Cambria Sturgis. She won the 1 and the 2. I haven't even heard nobody talk about her being in the Bowerman talks. But now you got to put her in there. She ran 10.73, 22.12 in the 200. She's going to be a real contender at the Olympic trials. And, bro, she's only a sophomore. Randall Ross, I believe he's only a sophomore, too. I may be mistaken. But these North Carolina A&T is a real powerhouse. So, high schoolers, consider HBCUs. These dudes are going to change the game. I think a lot of people fell in love with North Carolina A&T this weekend.
Yeah, bro, they've been there for a minute, bro. Remember Christopher Belcher, Kayla Smith as well. Like, North Carolina A&T has been doing their thing. Trevor Stewart has been doing it for like the past 3 years, I feel like, and he's really going to be a threat as well. And I can't believe they have 2 guys from North Carolina A&T that could be on the Olympic team, right? It's going to be really spectacular to see. But my last takeaway has to be the fact that Carol Smith Gilbert, the USC head coach, we're just living in her world. We're living in her track world, bro. USC really dominated on the women's side, bro. They're literally in every single, like how you said North Carolina was in every single event. USC basically had double North Carolina A&T had in every single sprint event.
That's
like
why they won.
They were there in every single thing. The team is so deep. And now Smith Gilbert, she's going to go to Georgia. Like, honestly, she took a walk-off championship win, and she packed up her things, said goodbye to LA, and going to Georgia and trying to bring a national championship to there. Like, low-key, we're living in her world. I need to be coached by her, and I don't even run sprints. Like, to be honest.
Hey, and that's a good lead off to the next person's world we're living in. We on her show. We watching it every time she touches the track. Queen Mo, doing her thing, coming away with another two national records, bruh. 2 national records. Runs 49.5 into 400, and then comes back and splits a 48. Texas A&M takes second. It just seems like every time she steps on the track, all eyes are on her. We're seeing her personality blossom more and more, and I feel like we haven't seen this type of hype since like a Sydney McLaughlin. So I'm super excited for a thing to see what she's gonna do at the Olympic trials on that next level stage, you know, because I think she is someone. She's been building for a long time. Like, she's been beast since high school.
Yeah.
You know, and she's someone to put stock into right now, and I'm excited to see her up against our girl Ajay, up against Raven, and see what she can do there. And I think that's gonna really determine if she comes back or not. But either way, she's a bona fide superstar. You can't deny that.
Most definitely. All I gotta say about Think Mo, like, you guys already know, we say the name a lot, Think Mo. I just want to say the fact of, like, bro, we've been saying that she gonna be on the 4x4. Like, don't act like some of y'all acting like,
here first.
Some of y'all acting like that's new news.
Y'all
like,
heard it here
we were talking
first.
about that in the before indoors. When she ran like the first 400, we were talking about that. She gonna be on the 4x4 if she doesn't make it to 8 or not. But honestly, I think she gonna make it in the 8. Like, I feel like we can't deny it anymore. Like, she's gonna be there. She's gonna be there, and it's exciting to watch her race, bro. She's gonna be around for a really long time, bro. And moving on to our next segment, bro, more than a PR, another thing that's trying to be around for a long time, the dude that was saving it like time after time and again, was Russell Dinkins, man. Russell Dinkins, one of our guys, bro, went out there. He helped save Brown University, was a big factor in helping save Clemson, and he wanted to speak that story more of the impact that it has for college track and field and opportunities and what he did. So he went out there, tried to make the Olympic trials, wasn't able to get to the time that he wanted to because he wasn't really running before that. And he sent out a tweet thread, and I really just want to talk about it a little bit because he went out there, was just saying how I'm pretty emotionally drained. I poured a lot of my life force into this work, and it pains me to say I don't know what I have the bandwidth to continue. That's why I wanted one final major way to contribute to the movement. Then he went on to say that this work will require a structure and institutional support. In the coming weeks, I'll be working to figure out what that might look like. So all that to really say, like, hats off to Russell. He did some great things. He tried to make the Olympic trials to speak onto a bigger stage. Didn't get to accomplish that, but bro, you still a king in our eyes, bro. And like Aaron, he really did do some amazing things off the track this year.
He really did, man. And I think we got to give our leaders, like, in this community and in this space, we really got to make sure we're giving our leaders their flowers, and we're giving them also not just their flowers, but our support. You know, we talk a lot about all the amazing things Russell has been doing, and he has a great team that's beside him, working with him to accomplish these goals. But when you're doing something that's something that's so larger and bigger than you, that can be very mentally and emotionally draining to even have to continue like bringing it up and talking about it, going from podcast to podcast, traveling from state to state. And this man even put his body on the line.
Yeah.
You know, he wasn't really playing the Olympic trials. He was like, you know what? I'm doing this not for my own sake. I'm doing this for track and field. I am doing this for the culture of track and field, for the culture of all these minorities and black people that have opportunities, get scholarships and education, and how important that is. So really want to give Russell his flowers, but also just as we move forward and he speaks out more on what we can do to prevent these ADs from trying to take an easy way out and cut these track teams and eliminate these opportunities. Let's do everything we can to support him and to uplift him. So it's not just on one person. So they're not mentally drained, and they're able to do these amazing things that we need to be done to protect our sport.
Yeah, most definitely. I want you guys should all check out that thread that he put out, Dancing Dinks. That's him on Twitter.
Don't
and
give
really
him a follow.
What he really did, and like I really admire him for how hard he was trying. He ran at Portland Track Festival. He ran at Stumptown. I believe he did a race. Oh, he did the race at the Trials of Miles in New York at Ithaca Stadium. Then he did another race too. And like he really, with the first race he ran like 153. Then automatically just went down to 148. Like the dude was progressing there in 800, and it was a nice story to see. But I really. And to see the impact of Clemson that they had on a national championship, I know they weren't out there scoring major team points,
but they had a lot of
see all the Clemson jerseys, I believe they finished fifth or sixth place in the 4x1 as well on the men's side. But it wasn't like to say that the Clemson's men's team would be gone is just so ridiculous, because there was Clemson athletes at the national championship at the highest stage that you can be. This is the second highest stage in the U.S. next to the U.S. Olympic trials. Like honestly, like if there's no world championship that year or no major championship, NCAAs are just as a big of an event than a U.S. championship. They probably mean more in a lot of more cases than the U.S. championship if there's no major world championship. So to have like that many Clemson athletes, even there in the preliminaries as well, and still getting it done, it was absolutely ridiculous that this happened. And like Aaron, you're saying, like we do need to make sure we support these people and really listen to their perspective as well. Like if you're not willing to support or something, I don't know why you wouldn't, but you gotta make sure you listen to the perspective and really hear these people out, because this stuff that he's talking about and pouring himself into, he's doing it too because it's important. And if it's that important to somebody, we should kind of listen to it at least for a second. You feel me?
Yeah, and he's effective. He's effective in what he's done. He's proven time and time out that that you can save these teams. I mean, they shouldn't have to be being saved. Yeah. But he's proving like they shouldn't be cut. What these people are doing is unfair. He's proved it time in and time out again. And if he's saying that these people are gonna try again in a couple years, or from what he's hearing, then we need to listen if you really for the culture. So we need to listen, and as running report, it's our responsibility to cover it, to uplift it. And so yeah, Russell, you always know you welcome with the two black runners, bruh.
For sure.
We appreciate you, bruh, for real.
Most definitely appreciate you, Russell, man. And as we come out, we also got to talk about some other stuff, bro. We got to talk about some more track news like Aaron was saying, bro. There's a lot of track news. There's a lot of stuff that's been happening, especially in the month of June, bro. The month of June, we're not even midway in June yet, and it has been crazy. Like, honestly, so we got to come out with some of our false start statements. These are our statements that are kind of just a little bit out there. Everybody may not agree about them. There's some big, wild takes, and the other person's really just going to decide if that's a false start or not. If it's a false start, that means that claim is too early, it's whack, it doesn't make sense. If it's not a false start, it's valid, it's fire. That will probably happen. And one thing that I really want to make to you, this take, listen up. I need you to hear this, bruh. Safana San, you know her? You heard of her?
I mean, yeah. She be doing her thing. She had the world record for a second.
10,000 meter world record with 31:06. She went out there, did her thing. Next week, came out, ran the 1500. 353.
Nasty.
Beat Faith Kipyegon. 2016.
That's an Olympic champion?
Olympic champion.
Oh.
Safana San, let me tell you, Safana San is the best talent in track and field. Is that a false start? She's the best talent in track and field, straight up.
Period. Men, women, just period.
Period. Best talent in track and field. Tell me different.
I mean,
tell me different.
She definitely has the best range. I mean, that's a hard one. That's a hard one to argue against. Number 2 all time in the 10K. Number 6 all time in the 15. And shoot, we could look her up in the 5K, but I know she probably up there. She might break 14 one day. I mean, I don't think there's anybody really out there that has the type of range, like world record type of range in the 10K, in the 15, in the 5K.
There isn't.
And let's stop. Hold up, pause, wait. Let's stop. Let's stop with the super shoes. Let's stop with
they were thinking that.
Let's stop with the super shoes.
They were thinking that.
Let's stop with the doping allegations. Like,
come on, man.
I'm over it. Like,
she got a new coach.
And to anybody that just says anything about the super shoes, like, I'm gonna just be, is this a false start? You stupid. Okay? You dumb. Because think about it. Like, if we gonna do this, Are we gonna start taking away records because people used to run on dirt tracks? You know, Hobbs Kessler just broke a record by Jim Run that was on a dirt track in his leather spikes. Should Hobbs Kessler's record not count no more? Bro, technologies are gonna improve, coaches are gonna improve, everything is gonna improve, and times are gonna be faster. That doesn't mean the times right now don't matter. I think some of y'all just salty. I see what y'all be tweeting on Twitter too. Ooh. I be seeing. I ain't gonna call you out, but you know who you are. I seen what you've been saying. Come on. Bro, you know who it is. Y'all know who it is, you know. Come on, Simmons, man. Don't be doing that.
What?
Man.
Whoa.
Hey, I'm just saying, bro. He trying to talk. He's like, yo, Hobbs Kessler is not. His time isn't faster than mine because he got the spike. Stop, bruh. Stop.
He said that?
He said that, bruh. We can pull up. I got receipts. I didn't see that. I got receipts. But let's move on to the next one.
You can come on the show, Nick.
Yeah, for sure, bruh. But the next one, you know, speaking of Twitter, my favorite athlete right now, my favorite athlete in the track and field game right now, Sha'Carri Richardson. She just tweeted out the other day, my presence in the track game making history happen. No need for a thank you. Like a straight savage. And she tweeted this the same day Shelly Ann Fraser-Price ran the second fastest time of all time in 10.63. So is it a false start to say that Sha'Carri Richardson played a part in Shelly Ann Fraser's 10.63 100 number 2 of all time?
I will say this. To Shelly Ann, that's a false start. To me, that ain't a false start. Because I'm looking at Shelly Ann's perspective and a lot of these pro athletes' perspective. Their mindset is constantly, I got tunnel vision. I don't really think about the outside things. Like, I'm just doing that. Like, come on. Shelly Ann may not think like that, but I don't know. A lot of people think like that. We've talked to a lot of athletes. They say that. But when you really think about it, I feel like she set the tone.
Yep.
She set the
That's what I'm gonna
tone
say.
at Miramar and was all like, it's Olympic year. Let me remind y'all. It's an Olympic year. And I'm going to come out here and run this number 4 U.S. time of all time. And that's number 6. That's number 6 all time. So she set the tone and let everybody know that we have to run fast. And you're going to have to run faster than 10.72 to beat me. Then Shelly Ann was all like, all right, I got my mommy powers. So I'm gonna come out here.
Jeez.
I got that strength with me.
Hey.
Let me be the second person to be a 3-time Olympic 100-meter champion, just like my countrymate Usain Bolt. And she gonna try and get it done.
It's not just about the times, it's about the energy. It's about her presence in the game. Like she said, she ain't talking about because of her times. It's the energy she brings every time to the track. It's like Usain Bolt. What he was doing, you know, putting his hands up and the energy he just brought, it just raises the level for everybody. You know, like if she's running 10.7, she's running number 6 time of all time. You got to run the number 5 time. Mm-hmm. And she did it first. So, yeah, she set the tone. And she been telling everybody what she going to do. And she don't care what y'all think. So I do think it played a part in it, bro. I'm not saying she in her head, but all I'm saying is the energy that she's putting out into the world, it's making people run faster, bro. It's affecting it. And you gonna remember the name. You gonna remember the name Sha'Carri.
All right, bro. We talking about legends. We just talking about legends. Shelly Ann Fraser-Price. Talk about the legend Usain Bolt. Another person that was a legend back in Usain. That was a legend back in Usain Bolt's time on the track was Mo Farah. Mo Farah competed this past early June. I can't remember the names right on the top of my head, but it was the Britain trials for the 10K. Finished second place to Mark Scott. Didn't get the Olympic standard. He has to run another 10K if you want to get there. He hasn't done it yet, but I'm just saying, bro. I've been saying this since last year when he announced that he was going to run the 10K at the Olympics. What did I tell you? I told you. Don't even answer. What did I tell you? He is not going to medal in the 10K at the Olympics. He's not going to medal. I ain't counting out that he going to get there. He probably going to get there some way, somehow. They going to make Mo Farah get to the Olympics. You feel me? He got to get in. He's fast. But will he medal in the 10K at the Olympics? No. Is that a false start?
I mean, I'm still not gonna count out. I'm gonna ride with it. I'm gonna ride with it. I'm gonna ride with Mo.
Is it a false start?
Huh?
Is it a false start?
I wouldn't say to say that.
Basically, you got no faith in him. You got no faith in him. You got no faith.
Okay. I'll put no X. Mo Farah. Wait, Mo Farah? I don't know. I think it's just kind of disrespectful, man. He's kind of disrespectful, man. This man is a 2-time Olympic champion, the 5K and the 10K.
I know. You nice.
Okay.
He was
now,
nice.
if you didn't know that race he ran earlier this year, he had a little niggle. He had a little niggle in his ankle. Let him get that straight. Because all I know is championship season, this boy come. He come ready. He come correct.
And all I know is that
come correct.
All I know is that Galen Rupp's running the marathon this year. That's all I know too. Know where Mo Farah should be? I'm not gonna say that. That's kind of disrespectful.
That's a false start.
I'm not gonna say where he should.
You need to calm.
I'm not gonna say where he should be. But all I'm saying is that Galen Rupp is running the marathon this year because he doesn't think he has what it takes. He said that. He said that if he
stop.
If he runs at the Olympic trials in the 10K,
don't compare.
He doesn't count anything out.
How many gold medals he got?
Galen Rupp, a great 10K runner, is running the marathon.
He ain't Mo
Farah was running the marathon.
He ain't this,
I think he's still great.
He ain't this,
I think he'll still be great in the marathon. That's what I'm saying.
He ain't the Mobot, though. But, speaking of... We'll move on to another athlete, does Matthew Centrowitz deserve an apology from the track world? So we gonna disrespect Mo Farah, but we gotta give Centro an apology.
Right,
we gotta give Centro an apology. We gotta say sorry.
You do.
You think we should give Centro after how disrespectful you are to Mo Farah, a 4-time Olympic champion? But we gotta say sorry to Centro. We gotta say sorry to Centro for what? What we gotta say sorry? Is that a false start? Do we owe an apology to Centro? Does the track world owe an apology to Matthew Centrowitz?
Yes, that is not a false start.
Why?
We really do.
Why?
Because we had these people out here on social media were really robbing us of the Centro that we could have been seeing for the past 6 months. You see the Centro that we're seeing on social media now, clapping back at Craig Angles, going back to posting some Godfather things on his story, really flexing, showing us some swag. Like, we didn't have that Centro before, and we had all these people on social media telling him that you're up next, your move. Like, come on, man. This is the 2016 Olympic champion. You ain't gonna talk to him like that?
Bro.
You gonna talk to him like that?
Look what you just said to Mo Farah.
What did Mo Farah do in 2019? Matthew Centrowitz was out here.
Some good marathons.
10Ks? Exactly. Matthew Centrowitz was running some good 15s in 2019. He was the top finisher for the U.S. at the World Championships in the 15. The man has some credibility to his name. And now we coming out
talking about credibility now?
On the track. He's been on the track. He's never been off the track. He went out there, ran a great 800 workout at Stumptown. Went out and ran a 3:35 while we were going. And then he also ran a 1:46. Like, bro, we need to apologize to this man.
No.
This dude is the favorite to win the Olympic trials. No. And we can't get that mistaken.
All I'm saying, I don't think he don't deserve an apology. Mo Farah ran 27. He didn't even run the Olympic standard. So now you're saying that he ain't gonna make it. He ain't gonna medal. So now you're saying he ain't gonna medal. So Central was running 151, and people were saying he was running bad. So he was. This was Mo Farah's first 10K. There's no apology needed, bruh. If he was hurt,
you called this man cilantro, bro, on the podcast.
Bro, I had tacos that day. I had tacos.
Bro, once Centro see you in person, once y'all interact, he may be throwing hands. I'm just letting you know, bro. I ain't gonna
Hey, bro, it's all love, bro. It's all love, bro.
Another crazy take that I heard, I saw on Twitter that we really just gotta talk about, bro, was Nick Willis. Nick Willis, love the guy. Love the guy, man, and I really want Nick Willis on the podcast because I just want to talk more about track to him, just like anything, to be honest. Nick Willis seems cool. I want to talk to him about it. But this take right here on the U.S. Olympic Trials 1500 meter predictions, I don't know if I can agree with this one, Nick. Like, for real. Nick Willis, I don't know about this one. He said his first predictions, he has Naguse coming first, Matthew Centrowitz, then Hobbs Kessler. And he basically said it's going to go down because Naguse will not lead from the gun this time. He learned his mistake, and Hawker getting boxed won't be as easy to get out in the deeper field, and Hobbs will sneak past 3 guys in the final 20 meters. And basically saying Centro's going to be in position, and he's going to get there because he's Matthew Centrowitz. But he's basically just discounting the guys like, COHAWKER. COHAWKER, we got Craig Ingles, Josh Thompson, Henry Wynn, who also ran great. There's a lot of people. There's a lot of people that are still in the running, but is this a false start that Nick Willis' prediction of Neguse, Centro, Kessler?
Hey, it sounds like a dream, bro. I don't know. That's cool. I mean, I'll say this about the 1500. It's really hard to predict right now. I would say for sure Centro is gonna be in there. You know, that's a guarantee. But to kick out Ingles, Josh Thompson, and put a high schooler and a college kid in there, that I don't know. That sounds a little wild. I would love to see Hobbs Kessler make it, but let's also say this. I'm gonna say this is a false start by you, Nick Willis. But I'll also say this: this man trains with Kessler.
True. He
trains with Hobbs Kessler. Nick Simmons, what is he known for? Sitting and kicking, but also he's what? One of the best tacticians. Best tacticians out there. Always finds a way to medal to be in the race. He trains with Kessler. So he telling Kessler what to do and how to run the race. So let's not sleep on that. You know, remember where you heard that first.
Oh, you said Simmons. That's why I said Sitting. You said Simmons.
Oh, my bad.
That's why I said Sit. I just wanted to clear that up just for people to know that. We know who Nick Willis is.
Oh, my fault.
Wait, you think it was Nick Simmons the entire time?
I didn't know I said that. I didn't realize I said that. My bad. You live in my head rent free, I guess.
No, but for real, Nick Willis, that's a false start. I'm being honest with you. That's a false start. I can't make that claim right now. Most definitely. I think I will definitely have to see that quarterfinals, semifinals first as well. But like, bro, like, I really do feel like I don't think Hawker is gonna get as boxed as he think he is. I think he knows how to race. To be honest, and gonna be there, and to knock Angles out, like I'm more.
That's hard to say.
I'm more confident. My confidence level of Craig Angles and Centro making the team is like an 8 compared to Hawker, Neguse, and Kessler, which is like down to like a 5. But I really feel like Angles and Centro, my confidence level is all the way at the 8. So I can't go with that.
I'm honestly really interested because, like, I guess I don't know. Kessler's low-key been in a decent amount of pro races. And, you know, his first pro race that he was in was one of the Trials of Miles meets. And he fell, you know. And I think he learned a lot from that race. And then going into, well, I mean, we saw it at Portland. You know, like, a lot of people watched that race and didn't notice that there was a high schooler in there because he was running like such a pro. So I wonder how his experience is going to be. Like, maybe he hasn't raced that many pro races, but like he trains like a high schooler, but like he trains with pros all the time.
Yeah.
So I think there is an advantage to that. So I am really interested that he has that much confidence in Kessler that he really thinks that this dude is gonna make the team.
That would be, and honestly, like if he made it, I'm gonna be rooting for him because it would be dope if he did make it. To be that young and to make it in the 15, I feel like it's so much different than Sidney McLaughlin making it 16 to the 400 meter hurdles. That's also crazy too. But like being that young and making it in the 1500, I feel like you don't really see that often, as long as if they're African or if they're from Africa or another country. Like that's when that usually happens. But to do that in the distance is something that we really don't see in the States. And it does happen in the sprints every once in a while for the Allison Felix or Sidney McLaughlin. But in this distance, it's really Jim Ryan, like that's the last person who's been that young making it in like the 15. So yeah, it's gonna be crazy times. But what's also crazy is the things off the track, which is a new segment that we kind of want to start bringing in. As we're talking about at the beginning of the episode, we want to start bringing in more people that aren't really in the track world, but this is still kind of about track. It kind of certainly is. When it's our off the track segment, they really where we talk about anything and everything that we really want to talk about in pop culture. And one of the biggest things that happened in June was just the fact that Tiffany Haddish is gonna be playing in a biopic of FloJo, of Florence Griffith Joyner. Like this is pretty big. Yeah, this is pretty big. FloJo is a big like character in track and field like history, especially U.S. history, and just like the style icon that she was, bro. And there was a lot of slander. Bro. And personally, I'm on like let's give Tiffany Haddish a chance. And I just feel like there's a lot of hate towards Tiffany Haddish. Like, people just don't like her as like a comedian that much. But like,
she's funny, bruh.
I know I like her. I like her as a comedian. But some people just do not like Tiffany Haddish at all. There's a lot of hate coming towards this. I think let's give her a chance. She gotta do good. She gotta do good in this role.
Hey man, for me, I'm just happy that there's a FloJo BIPOC. What's it called? I'm sorry. Biopic. FloJo biopic that is actually like coming out. And I think that the fact, Tiffany Haddish is doing it. I mean, maybe we could get her on the podcast. That'd be dope. But the fact that she is doing it, that's gonna get people to watch it. Whereas if there are a lot of actresses that could play this role. I mean, maybe some would think they're more like suited for like a track and field role. Like that's what hella disrespectful to me is like. How everyone is just like, y'all basically saying she ain't in shape enough. That's basically what y'all be saying.
Whoa.
That's kind of disrespectful.
She can get in shape though.
Exactly, bro. But like the fact that it is Tiffany Haddish, like a lot of people know Tiffany Haddish, that's gonna bring a lot of eyes to it. And this isn't DK Metcalf running the 100. Like this is not real. Like it's a movie. So like she can, you know what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? So she could learn. She could learn, the form and all of those little things. Like she can learn. I don't know. Maybe she ran track at some point in her life.
She can't be like Swati in that music video. You see that?
She had cleats on.
She had soccer cleats on the track.
Somebody,
she said she ran it. She said she ran it in high school.
Well, that's the director's fault or something. Somebody
who did that?
They just didn't have spikes.
She should just did it with her shoes on.
Or someone was like, "Yo, can someone go get spikes?" And she came out.
Hey, that should have been Hoka's chance, bro. Y'all should have got on there.
Hey,
to be honest. But also too, I would say about Tiffany Haddish. If you guys haven't seen her, because people are saying she's a comedian, she don't do serious roles. Let's take on this on too. Like a lot of comedians do good in serious roles, because I think they're able to really like dig into that of themselves, and they're really connected with themselves, and I think they're able to get through it. But also, if you guys haven't seen the CJ Madam Walker Walker series, she's in that and she's playing like a more serious role, and she does a good job in that series. So if you guys haven't checked that out on Netflix, I would recommend checking that out and seeing how she plays in that role. And I think it's gonna be good. And also Al Joyner is like, he's producing and helping on the movie, so like he was married to FloJo, so like he gonna know what FloJo did and what she did and didn't do. So to have somebody that was like a coach too and like ran, that's going to be on the film, there's promise to this, and I think it opens the door to hopefully more track and field movies being made.
Yeah, and then one more thing on the Tiffany Haddish, like you said, her husband is directing.
Yeah, he's like helping with.
He's helping with the movie, Joyner. So obviously I think that he knows FloJo's personality.
Yeah.
So maybe Tiffany Haddish's acting styles and how she is. Maybe I don't know much about FloJo's personality wise, to be honest. So maybe Tiffany Haddish fits that,
Yeah.
So let's give it a chance, bro. Like I'm honestly super stoked to see what it's gonna be like. And Joshua, you made like that post a couple weeks ago about like what's a movie you would want to see, and FloJo was one of them. So to see it come into life is awesome.
Yeah, it's gonna be dope. I'm gonna be excited. I'm gonna be watching it, and you also need to watch. Low key, this ain't a plug, but Sisters on Track. I believe that's the name of it, on Netflix, coming out June 24th on Netflix. Check that out too. There's a lot of track going on this year, bro. It's exciting, but yeah, bro, that's the first episode of season 2 of the Two Black Runners podcast. Hope y'all liked it. This was for the real ones out there, and I really just do appreciate everybody coming on out here, man.
Yeah, I'm just wondering, bro, do we got any new what's it called? I'm sorry, I'm putting in full track. Any new reviews that we could read right now or something?
No, we don't got any new reviews, but all that means to say that y'all need to be reviewing. Y'all need to be rating. We trying to be the #1 track podcast in the world.
Hey, no, but for real though, we appreciate everybody listening this far into the podcast. Every time we do a podcast, we say this, but we really do appreciate y'all. Y'all keep us going through all the hurdles and obstacles we faced this year. You all really are the fuel to our passion. So appreciate y'all listening or watching on YouTube. We're going to continue to press forward, man. And if you can find the time, rate us, leave a review. And if you're not already, go follow us on Instagram at Two Black Runners. Follow us on Instagram at _running report _. I don't think that other Instagram is ever coming back. But
tragic, bro. Tragic.
Appreciate it. Yeah, just appreciate.
Hey, but they've been killing it. The Instagram's going up right now. Instagram's going up. I really do appreciate it and the engagement that we get from y'all. So yeah, if you can review it, leave a comment. Check us out wherever you want to check us out. Follow me and Aaron on Instagram or Twitter if you want, if you would like to. We post some cool stuff at times. And yeah, bro, we really do appreciate you guys, and we can't wait to give you guys more content, more love,
yes, sir,
and more everything this season. If you want anything, if you want to see anything, or you think we should review or interview anybody, hit us up in the DMs. Rate in your review, comment, or whatever. Let us know. We'll see it, and we'll definitely take it into account. I think we gotta get Tiffany Haddish, bro. I'm about to shoot the DM.
For real though. For real. Steph Curry with the shot, boy.
Hey, but thanks for you guys coming on. That was another Two Black Runners podcast. See you guys next Two Black Tuesday.